Welcome to Holy Ghost's Inspired Flow. We are on a cold, wintry day in the holy city of Jerusalem. Thank God it's raining, a lot of blessing coming down in the world, and I had a very unified Shabbos experience that I want to talk about, and it connects into the unity flow, what we're trying to do generally. I was with our family in Nachalot, my wife's family, and there's a big range of different kinds of Jews together, all together in one place in the holy city in Jerusalem, in a little hostel there, and it was very nice, very connecting. And I had the pleasure that whole Shabbos to daven with a famous person who's very dear to my heart, called Alex Clare. And he's someone, thank God, who's grown tremendously in the around 7-8 years. I met him originally in London from his rabbi a long time ago, and feels like eons ago, and now he's at a point where he's a rabbi himself. He's still, thank God, a very famous, successful singer. People know about him. He's very talented. He's getting more of a following also here in the Holy Land in Israel, and it's just amazing to see his development and growth in his davening and prayer, and just how much he's connected into the unity of Emunah, like focus and Shabbos and everything he's doing. And it was just, thank God, just an amazing experience. And then I had the pleasure also to continue on after Shabbos, and taking that flow and focus, I was able to continue onwards in the week to a new signing of a new singer. Her name is Esther. Esther is something out of this world. She has a song called Superhero, and this is a big step for me personally. I have never worked with a woman artist, even when I was in London, for whatever reason. I mean, just everything, I suppose, has what's called a divine providence, a divine flow. And being that she's so talented, I was just like, I've got to do this, got to make this step, and I did. And it was a game changer. It just changed my life, my experience, allowed me to hear a kind of sound that, for example, for the Wonder Woman series coming out, we've already got 1984 with Gal Gadot and that whole thing, that whole movement, that we should be having a Jewish representative, not just as a movie star, but in the music world, with the opportunity to put out songs for the soundtrack and to resonate with that empowerment that women nowadays are experiencing. And it's something which is obviously will have its controversy in the Jewish world, but generally, I think it's so needed, and I'm so proud to include her in our Unity Inspires blog. Obviously everything's with recognition as Koisha and it's Sniut, it has a level of respect to the woman's role and everything else and all that kind of stuff, but we'll let Esther herself, she'll champion that point. But the main thing is just the flow. The flow is the music, and it just has such intensity, and whoever's able to listen to it should allow themselves to be taken on that journey that women in this generation are going through, of empowerment and strength and believing in themselves and not being victims and not being downtrodden or any other, God forbid, negative experience that people talk about. And it doesn't have to be like a contradiction, like a movement against men's success or men's position. Like, it doesn't have to be some sort of political message. It can just be a pure experience of soulful music. And you can go to my Unity blog and see, I just posted the first post from Esther, and I'm very proud of it, Esther Freeman, and I really recommend people sharing the good word. And we are putting out a lot of energy now in the Unity projects about booking for, we have the Emunah tour, of course, with Rav Orish, and we're looking to go to South Africa in the next few months, and also in the October month to Toronto. It would be amazing if we could get to LA and to England. I've been speaking to people there, but not enough. People can always reach out to me as part of my Unity bookings. I'm involved with, obviously, Emunah Tour and Rav Orish on a daily level with all their sites. I would like to see that develop more, with more interest from partnership and hosting. And it also goes together with my artists, like This in Black. Thank God he's got a bunch of shows. He just came out of Hanukkah in Seattle, and we're going ahead with a bunch of shows in America in March, beginning of March. He'll be there, and a few Yeshiva Shabbatons in Israel we've had, and Yeshiva Tashrein is coming up. And we also have the opportunity and to book the last days of Pesach, and Nissim Black is there, someone once again who's going on that unity journey. We spoke about it in previous with Mordechai, Ben Avram, this whole message of empowerment also for the Jewish black community that's joined, thank God, with all the different converts and people that are growing up in that world and putting out a true unity message. And then we have thank God, all our other artists who are developing, Nuriel and we've got Isaac and Rubenstein, and like to get more gigs for those guys. And Rafal Ben is a chazan who's going to be in Israel in February and March. Anyone needs a chazan for a Shabbos, someone to sing and to entertain them at their simchas or weddings. I have him, and you can also once again see him on our Unity booking, which we'll put below in the link. And just want to reach out to everybody and just realize that there is a lot of talent out there, and people recommend anyone specifically. We have more artists on our blog, and there's always an opportunity to add and to work together with other people. And this goes together with speakers as well. I was speaking to Charlie Arori. I didn't really make it happen yet. Thank God, he's a busy guy. And then there's other speakers who I've had conversations with, but myself also wanting to do speaking. And one of the exciting things is this week we're going to be in Tel Aviv. That will be my first trip, hopefully, into Tel Aviv with one of my artists. I was with Nissim Black. I booked him there last year, the same place, Inspired Tel Aviv. And hopefully this week with Rabbi Yonatan Galed, speaking there about the Universal Munah. And Universal Munah is a very big, powerful unity concept that bring together everybody and all the different people of the world. It's not just a Jewish concept, it's a universal concept. And thanks to Rav Orish, who developed that originally and put it out in his book Universal Garden of Munah, which we recommend. And welcome to join our Munah series. And all these kind of things are just really like bridging gaps. So we want to see everybody join in together with that, with us, and we can't wait to get together for more unity projects. You share yours, I'll keep sharing mine. I'm giving a lot of love and peace to the world. Especially during this show of time, we've got to really develop that whole journey into inner panemius connection and spirituality and purity, and not allow ourselves to fall down in any way or form from the dedication to what real life is all about, and to really experience it in the fullest way, to feel that oneness. And even like in Egypt, in Mitzrayim, the 7 plagues came down and destroyed all the negativity and disparity and brought us back to that oneness. And we spoke about it in the relationship flow, which I recommend also listening to, and Amunah is our future flow. We've got that going on in our Breads of Israel podcast. Our 3 podcasts are growing. We ask you to share and to comment, feedback, and to join the flow. And please God, breathe a little bit. Taste the wonderful Jerusalem air being rained on right now on this freezing cold day, because I went upstairs to the roof just to get some air. And we have the opportunity to just see the shefa, see the blessing come down in our life for our families and friends, share that love, share that unity flow, share the simchas and events and opportunities, and develop together. Looking forward to hear from everybody.